Hi everyone, it's Holly and welcome back to Journal with Dolly. And today we are doing the Winter Journal Challenge, which is by Kia Create. So thank you, Kia, for doing another amazing challenge. It has been so fun doing your challenges this year. I've really enjoyed being in the Halloween one and now obviously being part of the winter one. It's really, really lovely. So thank you for including me into the challenge. So I'm day 21. And if you're unsure about what the winter challenge is, you can follow it on this hashtag. And basically it is where Kia has invited lots of amazing creatives to come and do a challenge based on a specific prompt. Now my prompt is winter warmth, and that's what we're going to be basing our video on today. Now my take on winter warmth is a little bit different to what other people might have been doing in this specific prompt. So other people might have been choosing to do, like, I don't know, blankets, hot cocoa, physical things to actually keep you warm. However, I've gone a little bit rogue and I'm doing it about the kind of warmth that you get from within. Feeling warm and happy and content. And I'm actually going to be doing it about my choir concert that I did at the weekend, because that made me feel warm and fuzzy and happy, and it was the Christmas concert, so it is winter, and I just thought it was a nice different take on it to what other people might have done. So I've got a couple of pictures from the event. It's really funny because you can see me, I'm literally stood here right at the bloody front. Absolutely no pressure for being my first ever concert with these guys, and they put me right at the right at the front. And I actually hosted as well, so I was able to do a little bit of talking, and these are the cue cards that I made to when I was doing my speech bit. So I'm gonna pop those on a post-it note and flick those in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be basing mine on, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a voiceover in a minute when we get cracking. Now, first up, you might be noticing, like, why does it sound like Holly's smoked 100 cigarettes and there's no way that she's actually a soprano? I promise you I am. And that's actually where I usually sing, but at the moment, I think I'd probably be a bass. I went out last night. It was our Christmas work do, and I've been not very well all week, to be honest. The concert, actually, I was not 100% well. How my voice didn't die, I actually have no idea. It did when I got home, but maybe my body was just like, we've got to get through this, we've got to do it. And I managed to be fine, but the last note, my God, it took every ounce of strength that I had. So yeah, I'm definitely not up here at the moment. We're down here. I would probably be a tenor. I won't even get to alter at the minute. I've not been very well, and that's why I'm filming it today. This is the Friday, and the video's due tomorrow. I'm not usually this disorganised. Sorry, Kia. So yeah. That's the situation. So my voice is not the best, and I'm going to do a voiceover so that you don't hear me hacking up every 5 minutes, because that would just not be pleasant. I will. There's no prompts today. What am I trying to say? There's no prompts in this particular challenge in terms of questions to answer and things like that. So what I'm going to do on the voice note over is I'm going to chat to you about the choir and how the day went and what I got up to, and what I'm using on the pages, and my plans for Christmas, really. That's really what I'm going to be focusing on chatting about. But yeah, so I'm going to stick my cue cards in. I've got my photos, I've got some sheet music that I'm going to rip up and use, because I have a couple of copies of things and I don't really know why. Plus I can just print out other things at work if I need it again. And I've also got this, which was the programme that everybody got given, and then they were selling these on the day. It's so big it didn't even fit in the bloody frame. Now, I'm not going to be cutting anything out of this because, firstly, I want to keep it intact. And secondly, I am not in any of this. Very self-centered, I know, sorry, but I'm not actually in this because I only joined the choir in July, so I haven't done a show yet. This is my first show with them, so I'm not on any of the pictures or anything. So this is from obviously last year, and obviously I'm sat here this year. So next year I'm gonna be like on the front of the program. So yeah, this year that's the musical director and his wife who also runs the choir. So like, you know, I want to keep this intact. I want to, you know, I'm gonna do a set list and stuff. I've got one here, which was the one that I printed out and put into my folder. I've just blocked out people's last names because I don't know if people want the last names on the internet. I don't, so I've blocked mine out as well. So yeah, I've got that, and I'm going to probably make a little tag or something to go in there. But yeah, I'm going to keep this exactly as it is because, you know, I just want it as a little memento, really. And again, these, like, if I was on some of these pictures, because I have got 2 of these, my boyfriend ended up buying one as well, I might be able to, like, cut myself out next time or something. You know, if I'm in the next one, then I may cut it up, but I'm going to keep this one as it is. Talking of the next one, that is when the next concert is. If you're in West Yorkshire, or Yorkshire in general, or the UK, I mean, make a weekend out of it, I don't know. That's the tickets are on sale now for A World Full of Colour, and that's going to be the next show on the 5th of July 2025 at Huddersfield Town Hall, which is a huge venue. It's got like an organ and stuff. It looks pretty cool, so I'm excited to do the show there. It was in Bradford last time. The one that we just did. Again, very big venue, as you can see on here. So it was cool. So yeah, let's get cracking. Enough chatting. We've been talking for nearly 10 minutes. That was not in the plan. So apologies. But yeah, we'll get started and we'll see what we end up creating. I have just done a little background with some red and orange. It's looking a lot more orange on the camera, but that is just red and orange watercolour. Yeah, so we'll get cracking. Woohoo! Hello, it's me, and here I am doing the voiceover part of the video. I actually waited till the next day to do this because I thought, I'll be better by tomorrow. I'll feel lots better to be able to record again. You know, every day I'm thinking I'm going to get better. Listen, I'm still stuffed, absolutely stuffed with cold. So my idea didn't work. I'm still full, and I still sound like I've smoked 100 cigarettes. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? We're just gonna have to roll with the illness. It adds to the authenticity of the video. That's what I'm telling myself. So just a little bit then about what I'm doing on the pages, and then I'll tell you a little bit about the choir, and then I'm going to tell you about the day, and then I'm going to tell you about what I've got coming up for Christmas. What am I doing? All right, I'm cutting up some music paper. Sheet music, whatever you want to call it, and I'm using Believe from the Polar Express because it says like Christmas and stuff. I wanted that on there, and I'm also using the Carol of the Bells of Notre Dame, which was basically a mashup between Carol of the Bells and the Bells of Notre Dame from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh my god, it sounded so mega. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to put the link to the concert down below if you want to watch it, because the whole thing was filmed. So if you do want to watch that, then it is there and you can watch the whole thing. That particular song, if you're not going to watch anything else, then just go and watch that song. That's, I think, at about half an hour mark. I think it's maybe at 33 minutes, 32 minutes-ish. If you go and watch that song, it's genuinely unbelievable. We sound like a professional choir, honestly. I know I'm blowing the trumpet, but I'm very proud of this situation. Like, I've joined other choirs, and this is definitely the best one I've been in. So, yeah, go and watch that song if you don't want to watch anything else. But I also do speak. Like I said, I did have a little hosting part. I think that's about an hour and a half in-ish. I just know that I'm after Sleigh Ride. So if you're watching it and you get up to Sleigh Ride, then I'm about to come out. So yeah, so you definitely go and watch it if you're interested in watching it. I mean, it'd be quite nice actually to have on in the background whilst you're journaling or something, or cooking Christmas dinner or whatever. It's just lovely because there's lots of festive songs, there's lots of musical songs. It's really nice. Anyway, carrying on about what I'm doing on the bloody page. I end up adding lots of ephemera. I end up adding a couple of them printed out pictures, a little bit of washi tape, pens, all that kind of stuff. I use all those sorts of things on it, so lots of different things have been used on the pages. I also made a little card which I don't know if I show it actually on this video at all, but I made a little card previously which says "May your days be merry and bright," because we actually did sing White Christmas, and I'm going to put the set list on the back of that, but for some reason I just don't film that, and I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't film making that. But that's going to be paper clipped, not post noted in to the book afterwards. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing on the pages. So a little bit about the choir then. So it's ran by a guy called Robert and his wife Sophie. They're both really lovely, and anyway, they've both got a very musical background, and that's something that actually really attracted me to joining, because I've joined others and I know that I'm going to sound snobby. I am going to sound like a musical snob, and I am really apologetic for this. But the other ones that I've joined were just so amateur. Like, there were guys that just liked music, and like, I just like music, but it doesn't mean that I can conduct a full choir. Like, do you know what I mean? I could maybe do a school choir. My musical knowledge does go that far, but it doesn't go beyond that. Like, not to be able to do shows and stuff. And I just was a bit like, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. So I've joined other ones. They're a bit pop singy. Do you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that if that's your jam. I've tried like rock choir, and that just felt weird because I like rock. I actually do love rock music. As you know, if you follow me a while, you'll know that apart from musicals, my music taste is everything, but majority alternative rock, metal, and dance and trance music. So like, very different to what we sing in the choir, but I like all music, and I feel it a bit cringy with a load of kind of older people, because the demographic is older people all singing Guns N' Roses. I don't know, it just feels a little bit weird. I don't like it. Yeah, I've tried those, and it just wasn't clicking, so I never ended up actually committing to any of those. And then I joined this one, and it's Leeds Musical Theatre Choir, and it's just fab. It's just really nice. Everybody's lovely. Everything's sang in 5-part harmony, which is the kind of challenge that I appreciate. You know, I did study drama. I have got, qualifications in that. I did a full kind of year on musical theatre, so I feel like I am, I'm all right. I'm not bad. I'm not a bad singer. I'm pretty good. So I wanted to be in something which, showed off that talent a little bit more than just singing, I don't know, Ed Sheeran. So yeah, I've really enjoyed joining it, and you don't have to have musical knowledge to join. They do say no experiences prior. However, saying that, most of the people I speak to at the choir have had some musical experience, so either in shows, or they've done a degree like I had, or they've been in choirs since they were little, or they've just got a major interest in singing, and they kind of know, the basics of music theory and things like that. So you don't have to, but the people that I've spoken to all kind of do, and I think that's what makes it so great, is that everybody does have that understanding, so it makes it just sound so much better. But yeah, please go and watch it. I'll put the link below, because I am really proud of it, and it was such a great day. Like I say, I was put at the front and it helped because I am only 5 foot, so I mean, if I was stood high up, you probably wouldn't have seen me anyway. But then, yeah, to be chosen to be hosting on the first concert as well, that's such a lot of trust, and that really meant a lot as well. And that's why I kind of said, with the warmth thing, that's why I'm linking it with that, because it did give me a little warm, cozy feeling. I was like, oh, I'm like proper valued here, and it just felt really nice. So yeah, so I was hosted a part of the concert, and I cracked a couple of jokes about how Home Alone is basically a safeguarding nightmare if you're a teacher, and I got a few laughs, so that's good. But yeah, I absolutely love it. I go every Monday night. The choir is so big, it's actually made up of like 300 members, but it's so big that they have to split it up over 2 nights a week. So there's one on a Monday and one on a Thursday, and you kind of choose which day you want to go to. And most people stick to 1 day a week, but like, you know, if you wanted to alternate, there's nothing wrong with that. They're really flexible with it, so that's really nice as well. So yeah, I just love it. So if you're in the Leeds area, or like Wakefield, Bradford, you know, anywhere where you could get easily to Leeds, then definitely think about joining, because it's just great. I feel like I should be getting paid commission for can I have a month's free for like promoting it? So yeah, it's great. And what was I going to say about the day? Yeah, the day was lovely. It was at St George's Hall, which is a proper theatre. It's a 3-tiered theatre. And it was really funny because my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, my mum and my sister came with Will. And it was just hilarious because my mum and my sister met my in-laws there. And my mum, when they got there, apparently she was like to my sister, Amy, it can't be in a place like this. They're just an amateur choir. And Amy was like, no, it is here. And anyway, they went in and they were like, what the hell? And then they met my in-laws, and my mother-in-law had worn like a jumper because she was worried it was going to be cold, because she thought it was going to be in like a town hall with like a tombola and stalls and a raffle and like and I was like, the tickets cost quite a bit. They weren't free. I was like, what? I was like, you picked your seats. You knew you were sat high up. She was like, I know, but I just didn't think it was going to be in a place like this. It was just really funny. So I think we've definitely started a new tradition now, every Christmas, that they're going to come and see the Christmas show, which is really nice. They loved it. And they're definitely going to be coming to the summer one as well, so that's lovely as well. But yeah, the day was great. I ended up going back to one of the hotels in Bradford because that's where my friends were staying. They were staying over. I didn't, because obviously I was getting a lift back home with my in-laws. But they were staying in a hotel next door. So in the gap we had between the show and actually rehearsal, we ended up going back and we had like a little fuddle, which is like where you bring food and stuff, and they brought loads of M&S sandwiches and like crisps and fancy crisps and little quiches, and then one of them like homemade like little cupcakes. Oh, it was so cute. I just loved it. So we had Prosecco, and I could only have one. I mean, I'm a massive lightweight. Imagine if, that's also why I felt warm and fuzzy. Can you imagine if I'd have drank loads? I'd have been doomed. I'd have been absolutely hammered on the stage. One of the funny things that did happen on the show was when they told everybody to stand up, because I sit very upright on stage. I can't help it. It's how I was taught to do. So like you sit, you know, properly, and I never sit like that usually, and it's been 7 years since I've done a show, so I was sat like that for like 40 minutes while people were walking in. Anyway, the first song, guy comes on, you know, does the, you know, everyone stand up, my back went, so I felt this massive twang in the back of my spine, and the entire time I had to just stand and pretend I was absolutely fine whilst trying not to fall on the floor. And then the full first half, literally my back was in agony, and then at the interval I like ran to the toilet and did like stretches in the cubicle to try and get my back out. So that was horrendous. I still enjoyed it, but I mean, it is a little bit disconcerting where you stood on the stage and you think, oh my god, everybody's going to see me fall front row, because I can't walk properly. So yeah, that was horrendous. Yeah. Typical me, innit? It's Bridget Jones all over, of course. So yeah, that's just a little bit about the choir then, and I hope that kind of qualifies for winter warmth. I think it does, because I felt warm and fuzzy the entire time, and especially afterwards you get that kind of like after show glow, you know, and everyone's buzzing, and that's my favourite part, honestly. It's not even actually the performing, it's afterwards. And I loved that at uni. I loved it when I did shows at sixth form. It's that like togetherness everyone feels when you've done a good job and you're all like, you know, all buzzing together. I love it. It's just great. So yeah, that was that. And also I was in charge of passing the confetti cannon over to Robert. Oh my god, what a thing to spring on me on the last thing. I mean, on the day, he was like, "Oh, you need to detonate this bloody cannon." So in the middle of the last song, you can just see me panic. It's really funny if you go and watch it. I'm looking so wooden and awkward because the entire time I'm just panicking like crazy that this thing's gonna blow. Like, he was under my seat the whole time, and I was just wondering if it was gonna blow off in the middle of the concert. So like halfway through I'm just like ripping at it trying to pull this thing up. Oh god, horrendous. But anyway, I managed to do it and we were all fine. But yeah, absolute drama. So I've only got a couple of minutes left, so I'll tell you what I'm doing for the rest of Christmas then. So got quite a busy one this year. We're setting off today back to good old Hull, and I'm staying with my in-laws, I think maybe till tomorrow or Monday, probably Monday. Will's going out again tonight. He was out last night because it was his work due last night. And yeah, so we're going to go and stay with them for a little bit, and then I'm going to my house and he's staying at his, because both of our grandma's nanas are not well this year, and we feel like we could regret it if we don't go home, if you know what I mean, and we don't spend it with them. So we're going to do that, and we're going to have it at our own homes this year. And then I'm going to his on Boxing Day, and we're going out for an Indian, and that'll be really nice with like his family. And then the day after that, Will's going to come to my house and stay with my family for a night. So yeah, we're moving around a lot. And then at New Year, we're actually having New Year separate as well. Will's going out with his family, I'm going out with mine. And then we're going to reconvene on like the 2nd-ish. And yeah, come home. And then I've got about 4 days until we go back to work on the 6th. And that's also, incidentally, the first day of choir. So yeah, so it'll be all back to normal kind of on the 6th. But until then, it's going to be a lot more chill. No, not a lot more chill. It's not going to be chill at all. I'm wishing it was going to be chill, but it isn't. It's going to be absolutely manic because we're all over the place. So yeah, that's our Christmas plans really. So I hope whatever you're doing, you have a fantastic time. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna let this play out now. And hopefully in the new year, things are gonna be a bit more regular scheduled, because I finished my PGCE, I graduate in May, and hopefully I'll be able to post a lot more regular when I'm not got essays and stuff, you know, due and things like that. It's going to be a lot nicer. So yeah, I will leave you with that, and I hope you have a fantastic Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, a fantastic holiday season with New Year and everything. And yeah, tell me what you're getting up to. Tell me if you're in a choir and if you like singing or whatever. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, I will see you, I think, probably in the new year now. I think this is going to be my last video of 2024. So have a wonderful new year, and thank you for all your support over this year. It's been really appreciated. And yeah, if you're a new, old subscriber, you are loved and very welcome here, no matter who you are. Yeah, it's a safe space. So thank you very much for following and sharing and liking and all your support this year. So yeah, happy holidays, guys, and I will see you next year. Toodaloo, take care, bye.